This is Keeping It Casual with your host, Connor King II. Little green men. A phrase that has been lost in the annals of history is being overshadowed by shit like this. Which I don't think is right. There are aliens walking among us. I like to think of myself as an interdimensional being when I'm alone. They say there's a variety of extraterrestrials walking around. The good ones, too. They're the good ones. The light bringers. They say, and that's what I want to talk about today. I think they're called Pleiadians. Pleiadians, from the Pleiades system or stars, some shit like that. I didn't really research that much. I just go off of what people tell me. They look like this. And this. Yeah. Don't worry. I found some black ones, too. I mean, I looked on the internet. Do with that information what you will. You got your light bringers and then you got those black bastards over there. That's what pulled up. Pretty sure the Anunnaki were black because they were in Egypt, right? I don't know. That's a conversation for another time if you like this one. But Pleiadians, are they our saviors? Oh, there's going to be so much racial blowback from this one. Yeah, the aliens don't get too much media coverage these days. I think it's after Independence Day, too. It left a bad taste in everybody's mouth. You can get a lot of information out of people just by watching them and kind of seeing their little mannerisms and their tics to let you know if they're telling the truth or not. If you don't believe that this woman was visited from somewhere else, so cringy.
And automatically looked up to see this, all I can describe, this huge Mexican hat. It was stationary, this thing, and it was bright silver in colour. And it had a dome. It was tilted to sort of, I could see the occupants in it.
You saw people in it?
I saw people in it. There were two people in there. These people were beautiful people. That's the only way I can describe them. They had long golden hair, like a page boy bob, just like the old kings. You used to see photographs of the old kings, and the colour of the hair was golden. Now, I was really...
What were they dressed in?
They had a sort of a polo neck jumper affair, like a ski top suit, in pale blue. Now, these people weren't sat behind, one behind the other. They were sat together, but this, whatever it was tilted so that I could see them and they could see me.
Were you looking at them through windows, through portholes? Or
no, not portholes. It was just sort of like a cockpit, I suppose, that had this perspex or glass or whatever it was. They could see me anyway, and I could see them. And they had beautiful faces. I shall never forget their faces as long as I live. Their foreheads seemed to be a bit larger than, you know, the bottom of their faces as normal people you would expect to see. But maybe this was just whatever they had round their heads, which was like a transparent fishbowl. And they just looked, and I was absolutely paralytic with fear. I couldn't move, although my mind was ticking over. And they looked so sympathetic that I was just mesmerized for what seemed to be, ages, but it could have only been seconds. And I turned to sort of look down at the boys, was unaware that they were with me because I was so absorbed. And the next thing, I looked up and it was gone. I could see it was this massive object that I described as like a Mexican hat without the bubbles. And it went through my mind that it was a secret weapon from Russia, and then I thought, well, it can't be that, because if they had something like that, they wouldn't need to fear anybody or anything.
Were you scared by it? Did you run indoors?
Oh, I was petrified. I couldn't move. I couldn't move a muscle. I was paralyzed with fear. But now I wouldn't be. Because now, when I look back, you know, I think, what an amazing thing to have happened, and for me to have seen it.
And when your husband came home, where were you?
Well, when my husband came home from the office, I was locked in the house with my children under a big kitchen table that we were using.
Under the table?
Under the table, yes. It's funny now when I look back. You know, it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but this is the truth. This happened.